Welcome back to my nightmare file of Trails in the Sky the Third. For posterity, this is actually me from the past recording because I wanted to get this footage in advance from Nightmare because this is the second of the two fights that requires you to play on Nightmare for an achievement. So yes, this is going to be, well, I think we all know who this is, and because of that, I've gone with this party. I've gone with Kevin here, and you might notice his ATS is low, and that's because I have the time gem from Campanella's quiz show. This is going to neuter his arts damage a lot, but it also means that he'll be able to get Earth Wall and Zodiac in a lot faster, and that's going to be very useful in this fight because we're going to be dealing with a lot of AoE art cancelling attacks. Then we have Ren, she's fairly standard. The Crimson Eye might potentially be an issue, especially since she doesn't have immunity to Feint. I get the feeling that this boss can still inflict Feint on you, and I think also Freeze, so I might have to swap around my accessories if I get wrecked, but anyway, 1,700 ATS, which is pretty amazing, and her Orbman setup is pretty much just standard stuff, really. With this, she has access to both buffs and pretty much all of the best offensive arts I would really want. Also, Kevin has Calamitous Blast, which I think this guy's immune to debuffs. I don't entirely remember, but if he isn't, then that'll affect him. Joshua, you are required to use for this fight. He doesn't have a Fool's Emblem, but that's because his speed is so high that he doesn't really need one. And I've got the Divine Blades Emblem and Super Gladiator Belt. Maybe I should have some kind of status immunity on him. It's just, losing the Divine Blades Emblem does lose a lot of speed. And in terms of his Orbment, I've got both the Ruby and Sapphire Gem, but I also have a Topaz Gem, just so that he can potentially also have Earth Wall. I considered putting this on my third party member, but he doesn't have Cast 2, and you really need that, at least in this fight. Speaking of which, I was originally going to go for Reese for my last party member here for CP management. However, I have instead decided to go for Agate, and that's because, let's just say that I didn't use Agate in a certain fight in SC that I feel like he really wanted to be in. This is the closest I can do to making up for that. It also gives me a full-on physical attacker in this party too. Again, not entirely sure about this setup in terms of the Fool's Emblem. Maybe he should get, like, I don't know, I could also give him, like, a CP regeneration item, like the Super Gladiator Belt, which, honestly, might actually be kind of good. How much of a decrease does that give him over the Tiger Heart? Still pretty significant. I like that speed, though. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep him with good speed for now, and I have all of these things. I don't really need swiftness on him, but it at least gives him access to a few other things. And he has Clock Up EX in case I need to cast that with someone, although it's not going to be optimal without a cast gem, as I was saying. As for tactics, we're going in the Coward's Corner again, and also, I got Agate to level 125 before this, and that was exactly the right level for him to learn Dragon Dive 2. Possibly one of the best offensive S-crafts in the game, so, and that alone is pretty much reason to use Agate. I don't know if I'll be able to even try the Wild Rage setup, but it's possible as well if I get a lot of Earth Guards going. So anyway, let's make our way through Weissmann's ominous organ room, because every good supervillain needs to have one of those. And I think I'll go quiet for a bit when I enter this place, because the music that's about to play here is pretty amazing. Where are we? Looks like our friends prepped an arena to have our final battle in. It seems that way. I can sense someone waiting for us right at the top of the staircase. Someone really powerful. Let's go. Welcome, orphan of a lost village. Greetings also to you, one who seeks atonement for his past transgressions, a stigma forever at his back. Sorry for the wait. Congratulations on moving your pieces this far across the game board. Should you defeat me, the final guardian, the end of this plane will finally be in sight. Heh, of course, that's a very big if. Can I ask you one thing before we begin? Oh? Why? Why do you wear that mask and hide your face from us? What a foolish question. Because this is the will of my lord, what other reason could there possibly be? The real one! Your reason for being here is that the Lord of Phantasma wanted you to be. I don't doubt that. But you hiding your face for us isn't their will at all. Enough with the lies! Joshua, you all knew, huh? Sorry, my own inability to face reality has only made things harder for everyone. Hey, don't try and shoulder all the blame for this yourself. I think we all had our doubts. I know I did. Pretty much. I figured it out from the moment we met. I just couldn't bring myself to say it. You seem to think you've worked something out, but I haven't got the faintest idea as to what. If you're so sure you're right, why not go ahead and say it? That is, if you feel you honestly have the resolve to do so. I won't. You won't? Why state the obvious when I'll see for myself after cracking that mask to bits anyway? What matters most right now is that if we can't defeat you, there's no future for any of us. So right now, I'm just gonna leave who you really are out of the equation. Not because I'm afraid to face up to the truth, or because I don't know what to do in the face of it. But because I must and will defeat you and overcome this trial before me. You're a hell of a stand-up guy, Joshua. Heh, same here. I've got an unpaid debt to this guy too. Hehe, I suppose I don't mind playing backup. I didn't think that was all it took to get your fighting spirit back. Very well then, do as you will. Defeat me and break this mask. Black Dragon! Here we go! My name is Schwarzritter, rider of the Black Dragon and guardian of the Abyss. And in accordance with my pact with the Lord of Phantasma, I shall act as your next trial. Let the battle begin! Right, you got it. Okay, we've got our whole party getting a turn before he does, but that probably won't last. This is totally not whoever you think this guy is. It's the Schwarzritter. He is ridiculously powerful. These are his stats on hard mode. And these are his nightmare mode stats. And unlike Cassius, he brought help. D Phantom. These are its stats on hard mode. And these are its stats on nightmare mode. So I generally like to get rid of the D Phantom first, because it has an AoE arts cancelling attack that gets really annoying to deal with while you're fighting the Schwarzritter. Okay then, I have a 10% strength upturn here, but... Okay, basically anything that isn't healing is going to be going after both of them. Okay, right, I'm going to try Zodiac to start with. And then... the joys of Agate actually being able to help with casting. Yeah, you'll clock up EX yourself. So, is the time gem gonna let me get my art? Nope. Okay, I do get them in before the Dragion does, and that's pretty good, because, again, like, that's the thing that has the arts canceller, but... Yeah... I'm gonna need to Grail Sphere here, so Kevin can't really do much right now, except maybe use an attack food. Though I've run through all of my supply of meatballs. None of these are really going to do that much to him either, so yeah, unfortunately I think I had to go straight for Grail Sphere. I have to show the full chant. Yeah, he might try and S-craft us immediately, but we'll see if he does or not. And I think I'm going to prioritize giving Kevin the speed buff. Okay, no, he's just going for a normal... And he missed outright. Okay, then. But yeah, here it is. If any of you is casting arts, it is extremely likely that D Phantom will be using this, which is kind of good in a way because it prevents him from using his... I'm not even sure if it is a he, given it's just a robot, but it prevents it from using its more dangerous attacks. It's still kind of annoying, though, that you kind of lose your casts. Alright, I need to swipe that crit turn, but I wonder if... You know what? I'm going to take it with Agate, not with Joshua. Because Agate's going to do more damage. So, okay then. There we go. Okay, we've got a lot of our buffs off right now. Never really got to use this all that much in SC, so I'm glad I'm getting to show it off more now. Okay, pretty big hit on both of them there. Okay, it's just Demon Flames, it's not the even worse one, which I think did have its name properly translated in the third, at least in the third's localization. That didn't actually hit us, did it? Okay, yeah, good, we still have a guard up. Agate would have got hit by that if his first attack hadn't missed, but okay, so... Yeah, everybody needs speed ups, so... Okay, I'll do that. I gotta also remember that Joshua actually has more ATS for me than Kevin does right now, so... Joshua's probably better served using things like Cyclone Napalm, and again, I am going to be going for the Phantom more, just because that arts cancelling is very annoying. Oh yeah, Joshua's also not speed buffed, so... I need to do that eventually too, but for now I will Earth Wall, thanks to my ridiculously awesome Cast 2. Okay, am I gonna... Should I Black Fang here? Yeah, he who hesitates is lost, I'm gonna Black Fang here. I mean Phantom Raid. Okay, now, I don't think anybody's casting right now, so it's probably not going to use AA Canceller. Oh, no, that's still probably an area attack, isn't it? I think that delays as well. Okay, don't do anything bad. Okay, single attack, good. Wow, he is not having a good day with his attacks hitting right now. Oh yeah, Joshua's not going for a while. I'm gonna Earth Wall again. Okay, let's set that up. Ren, right. Joshua needs to clock RPX. Ren will have all the time in the world to cast later, because I'd rather have Agate actually hitting things, especially since he needs to get his CP up. I mean, I could use Wild Rage. When does he go next if I... Nah, it goes after both of them, so I'm not going to have the Earth Guard in time. Okay, there's clock up EX. Right, everyone's speed buff now. That's amazing. Okay, Agate's no longer protected. Right, now Kevin is in this... I guess I can just... Like, Kevin's probably going to be spending most of his time just spamming Earth Guards. Got to watch his EP, though. I mean, I'm probably fine on EP, though. Let's see. So, Flare Arrow is actually pretty good, but yeah, I'll go for Cyclone Napalm on that thing, and then Joshua's gonna... I think Joshua's gonna also Cyclone Napalm. Not going for the Canceller. That's interesting. It's just walking. That's actually kind of bad for you, because I could potentially Dark Matter EX now and hit both you and Schwarzritter at the same time. I have a feeling this thing's immune to the movement debuff from Dark Matter EX. So we'll see how that goes. Uh-oh. I'm going to need to S-break with somebody, because I really don't want the Schwarzritter getting a 10% heal turn. But that thing is already, like, practically half down. Okay, I'm still fully Earth-walled, and it's going to go before him, so no point in casting that now. I do have Dark Matter EX. I mean, I can oh, I'm gonna take the 10% heal turn anyway. I'm gonna try this. I'm guessing that this doesn't, is not gonna debuff them. It might debuff the Phantom, though. Yes, okay, Phantom's Arts defense is down. This guy himself is immune to it. What's he doing? Is he using... Oh, just Earthguard. Yeah, that's fine. Yes, the classic Lieutenant, totally not this guy strategy. Yeah, you're, that's been debuffed. I'm actually gonna go for the Dark Matter EX, I think. While you don't have Dark Matter EX, so I guess you can... I wonder if I'm better off using things like Shadows. I think Shadow Spear has a decent, power ratio on it. Okay, Agate is no longer guarded, but I can easily fix that with my, you know, Cast 3, aka the Time Gem. Okay, that goes up. Shadow Spear, and this times out pretty well, because Agate can now remove your Earthguard, just in time for Ren's Dark Matter EX to strike. Okay, Suction still pulls him in. Oh, okay, this thing is vulnerable to the movement down. Not that it really needs movement now that it's this close to us. Still not really doing much. I'm kind of surprised that it hasn't been using its Canceller lately. I guess I can try, or I can try for, Oh, I don't actually have Cyclone Napalm on Kevin. Yeah, so let's, I guess I'll do... A Calamitous Blast it does delay you to a bit of an extent, but... It is like one of the better things that I have. Oh, I have a crit turn coming up. Okay, if Joshua uses that, he goes on the crit turn, which I don't actually want. And I kind of want Joshua to steal the crit turn, because I don't want to have Ren use the crit turn as the thing. So, in that case... Right, Ice Cream time. Yeah, Triplet Ice, that's it. That'll put you up to 200. And then I'll do this. Okay, that thing is almost down. But don't let that fool you, the battle is only just beginning. Okay, he's probably Earthwalling himself. Yeah, he's Earthguarding himself. I guess you'll be on Earthguard removal duty there again. Dark Matter EX. Oh, that thing is almost gone. I am very, very tempted to S-Break with Ren here, just because that thing is so close to being down. I don't think Kevin's going to be doing enough damage. I don't think Kevin will do enough damage, at least. Yeah, I don't know with like 1,000 ATS, but I don't want to risk... Ugh. Okay, I mean, we are all still Earth-guarded, so... I don't know if this will do enough. It did do enough. Nice. Okay, that's that thing down. With a very satisfying explosion. Okay, now that he's on his own, he's probably going to start cloning himself anytime now. No, just using more arts. More Earthguard. Okay, he's getting pretty fast, though. Okay, basic attack there. That's fine. I can very easily put that guard back up. Yeah, the Time Gem is kind of broken, because even though it does lower your offense significantly, you don't need that if you're using it on a support caster. Does Agate even have enough, given that I'm Earthguarded so much, I kind of want to just Wild Rage. Can always have someone else heal. Or you go for... I guess you'll go for Cyclone Napalm and then Kevin heals. Ren's Shazam will never not be satisfying. Okay, still have to be, I only have Tear Up. I guess I have to use food then. I have a lot of Tear All Bombs from farming, armor. Okay, that's probably Silverthorn. Josh doesn't have any impede things, but Agate does. Cyclone Napalm, and, I think he's still Earth guarded, I forget, okay. Yeah, Penetrate, Impede. Nope, actually that was an Impede, good. And... yeah, you just keep attacking, I guess you can use Earth Lance. For only 1,000. He has more magic defense than his Dragion, though. Agate can't impede that. But I am, like, fully Earth Guarded, so I'm not too worried about that right now. That could change, though, if he gets another turn. Oh, no, he's using Latira. I can very easily out-damage that with my Napalms, though. And Joshua has full CP. Yeah, I guess I'll just go for that. I may even be approaching a point where Chaincrafts could devastate this guy, or I could just start spamming, yeah, that's almost certainly not, in fact, it's definitely not, healing, because it's targeted at us. Yeah, he's probably getting... he hasn't even summoned any clones yet, either. Yeah, at this point, I can probably finish him off with S-Crafts. That did less damage than I thought it would. Okay. Guess who's getting the finisher here? I love how beating this guy just gives you Seafit that just goes all the way off the side of the screen. But, that should be worth the, achievement, right? Congratulations, you did as you said you would. You broke my mask. Wait, you mean it wasn't a time-displaced Rin Schwarzer? We were right then. It really is you. I never thought I'd be so lucky to see you again. Not that I can imagine this reunion has much meaning for you at this point. You have no idea. I was scared, I think. I might have been given the chance to meet you again, but I knew from the start it was going to be short-lived. I knew I'd have to go through the pain of losing you a second time, so I tried to pretend I had no idea who you were to avoid it. That's why you ended up with that mask. It was my own weakness and inability to face up to the truth, right? Precisely that. I was summoned within this world to act as the final, strongest guardian. That much you already knew. It was the Lord of Phantasma who called me. But they weren't the one who decided I should wear this thing. That was likely all of you. This world changes as a result of one's thoughts and desires. It is not at all impossible for that to be the case. I thought so. Now, thanks to your efforts, my job here is finally done. Heh, to tell you the truth. With that Dragon to support me, I didn't actually expect you to win. I barely did, with everyone here by my side at that. Well, working with others to achieve a goal isn't a sign of weakness. So, Agate Krosner, I see you've been able to improve leaps and bounds since we last crossed swords. You're actually swinging that heavy blade of yours with a fair bit of skill now. Haha. I don't think I'll ever get used to hearing compliments coming out of your mouth. Still, I've got a long way to go as a swordsman, just like I've got a long way to go as a guy. I'll keep at it though, bit by bit. That definitely wasn't the response I was expecting. You were once so reckless, but now you have all the composure of a man who settled down and started a family. The hell's that supposed to mean? As for you, Ren, I never even had the chance to say goodbye to you the first time, did I? I'm sorry, I wouldn't have chosen to leave you that way. It's not your fault. Besides, if you and Joshua hadn't stepped in and saved me, I'd still be alone today. So I'm not mad, I'll always be grateful to you. Thank you. Hehe, under any other circumstance, I'd ask for you to pat my head one last time, but those claws of yours look like they're gonna hurt, so maybe it's better if you don't. I'm sorry there too. So, Kevin Graham, can you finally have complete confidence in your theory? Yep, every last shred of doubt in my mind is gone. I'll make sure everyone you care about gets home safe and sound. You can count on it, Louvet. In that case, count on you I shall. I think this goes without saying, but the Lord of Phantasma is no ordinary foe. This won't be easy for you, but don't mistake what you need to do. Thanks, I'll take the warning to heart. I guess this is it, huh? I'm afraid so. I can finally return to where I belong. Yeah. I delivered your sword to Karen, by the way. Thank you. Don't worry about us. We'll be resting in peace together. Well, Joshua? Yeah. Goodbye, Louvet. Louvet. You gonna be okay, Joshua? I'm fine. This was always how this was going to end. Besides, the last time I lost him, all I did was act like a child who couldn't let go and worry him in his final moments. This time, I was actually able to properly say goodbye. Yeah. I'm glad you could. Well, I've done what I needed to do now. I'll leave everything to you now, Kevin. No problem. Now that we've defeated the final Guardian, the path along the scenic route should now be open. Let's head on over. The one leading to the Royal Villa, right? Got it. There it is, farewell my nightmares. So yes, that was one of the fights that's worth an achievement. But yeah, I made that one look easy. Yeah, like, I do legitimately think that it is not as bad as Cassius. Like, despite the extra help that he gets, I think Cassius is worse, just because Cassius is far more likely to kill you if you're ever just not Earthguarded. Whereas Louvet, I mean, he's scary, but, once you take out the support, he himself is not really all that bad, and he uses most of the same tricks that he did in SC, so if you fought him there, you really, and even in FC, you already know what to expect. Cassius, you didn't really know what to expect at all, and it would cost you pretty badly. So, I might do an alternate take of that fight without all of the broken armor and accessories, just to show how dangerous he can be. Hey, where did the warp circle go? What? Well, that's foreboding. Actually, thinking about it, it's possible this was the door that was here first, and the warp appeared later and took its place. That would make sense. This is a very special star door. All is one and one is all. All begins with one, and in the end it returns to one. Only when you have released all of the other doors shall this one open. And weirdly, it's actually not Star Door number 15. It's actually Star Door 14. I don't know why they're numbered that way, but they are. This one is special, and obviously I can't show it yet. I will be saving this one for the very end of the series as the last video, because it's basically sequel hook the Star Door, and it contains some pretty major things. Also, anybody who is playing along, I recommend viewing this Star Door with a Japanese Evo voice patch. And that's what I'll be doing too when I show that one. But for now, this is where we'll call this, I think. We've had that one fight and got that Nightmare achievement. I will see you all next time when we end this chapter. And, I guess I need to preface this with a warning. Once we get to the very end of this chapter, and the start of Chapter 7, things are about to get very, very dark. So, be ready for some very, very heavy emotional and psychological and physically dark content coming in the next episode, because this is about where the game just starts descending into pretty horrifying territory. So, yeah, that's that warning over, and I will see you next time for the end of Chapter 6, and what is awaiting Kevin at the villa. This is present me taking over, because I just want to walk you through what we need to do to end this chapter. It isn't quite as simple as just going to the royal villa. Missed? Well, once again, we're in for some fun times up ahead. No telling what it could be, but we'll have to walk through here eventually. Just take a deep breath and step inside, I guess. I literally just did what the game told me to. Huh? The hell? We walked straight in the opposite direction. How'd we end up back here? It looks like there's some kind of condition for advancing into the next area in this case, too. I think we might actually need to have Reese with us. Do we now? How come her? You figured something out? If my other theory is right, and I think it is, this is a fairly safe deduction to make. Still, the fastest way to be sure is to give this a whirl. Let's get Reese and have her come with us. Yes, you need her in order to end this chapter. And I will also say that you may want to make sure that Reese is fully set up in terms of her orbment, equipment, and other gear. Now would also be a very good time to upgrade all of Reese's slots to level 3 if you haven't already done so. As for equipment, I've left this slot blank because I wanted to show off the difference between the Divine Blades emblem and the Blade Lord's emblem. The Blade Lord's emblem gives more strength, but less speed. It does give a bit more ATS as well, so use whichever one of these is good. You might notice I've got respect a little bit more towards physical attacking right now, but speed is still very helpful, so I'm going to go with the Divine Blades emblem at this point. This does mean no CP or status protection on her at this point, but I can always swap those out if I need to. And I just want to swap her into the party now, just to see whether or not we get a cutscene for it. And the other two are going to be Estelle and Joshua, because I definitely want them to be. Reese is missing a tiny, tiny bit of HP and CP, and I really want to fix that. And we will be entering the mist next time. See you all then.